Hello there, this is DBT, and these are the rooms. And alright, let's continue playing some more Need for Speed World. Wait, what? What is this, DBT? What kind of game is this? Why are you playing it? Why haven't I seen it before? Alright, first I'm gonna give you a very brief introduction to this game and to the fact that I used to play this game a bit in my channel a long time ago. Never really committed to playing it in any serious capacity. You know, I would just, and I still visit it from time to time to play a little bit, but nothing too serious. But hey, here we are. So what is Need for Speed World? First of all, as you can see, it's an open world game. That is the first thing that we need to mention. Open world game. And second thing that I think is worth mentioning is free. That's right, this is a free game. If you don't have any clue of this, this is a PC game. You can play it on Windows. And from what I understand, this used to be basically a live service for a Need for Speed title back in around 2010 or something like that. I don't know exactly the year. And from what I understand, this is also the map from Need for Speed Most Wanted, though I'm not 100% sure. So this was kind of like a live service, though it wasn't called that at the time. But eventually, the company wasn't interested in keeping this game up, so they abandoned it. And some very resourceful people managed to get it working again, because it's always online. But you know, I don't know what kind of black magic they did, and they got it working. They created their own servers, and now you can enjoy this game 100% for free. So, like I said, it's an open world game, and it's not the open world like Forza Horizon, where it's a lot of off-road stuff, and you just go and there's absolutely nothing. No, it's an open world. In fact, we can have a look at the map over here. That is the map. It's a lot of streets. It's the whole thing in the city, so there's always a lot of stuff to watch, though there's obviously big open roads like this and whatnot, but yeah. So, as you can see, it's completely empty, and you might be thinking, alright, so what is the point on this game? Well, the point of this game is obviously the races. So let's find one and we can continue talking about this game. And here we go, we made it into an event. In fact, I didn't explain, but all of these little icons that you see on the map, all of these are events. The red ones are police chases, though don't ask me to go into any of this because I'm not familiar with the game just enough. These other points over here that are moving weird, those are all the players in the server. There's not a ton of players, but hey, they do exist. So alright, let's jump into this race. Can I... Oh, okay, I need to change. Ooh, that's actually a Class E event. Alright, we're gonna still find other events through the map. And here we go, we made it into another event. I really just teleported to it. There's kind of like fast travel over here. Alright, I didn't explain that in the minimap, or in this map, you can see all of these blue icons mean that those are events, different races. Obviously, this is with a little circle. That is a circuit type of race. This one is just from point A to point B. These red ones, I believe, these ones are police chases, though I'm not gonna go into any of that because I'm not familiar with that system just yet. And by the way, if you notice, I'm driving a Lamborghini Miura with a wing, proving that any car with a wing looks better. People used to say like, no, the Miura would look bad with a wing. No, it doesn't. Look at it. It's beautiful. But alright, so, like I said, people were resourceful enough to be able to get the game running again, but not only that, they actually, and by the way, I'm bad at this game, so even the AI is gonna be destroying me, but hey, it's alright. Not only did they manage to get the game running, but actually different servers offer different experiences, I guess that's how you could call it. And by that I mean that, for example, depending on the server is which cars are gonna be available in the game. Now, when this game launched originally, it had its own roster of cars, right? Whatever. But eventually, once it shut down and everybody started doing their own servers, they started adding cars based on, I suppose, the preference of whoever is maintaining the server or editing it or what. Oh, Jesus Christ. Don't hit the trees, DBT. That's not good. Hold on. Oh, good. We're fine. Ah, Jesus. So, in this server, for example, there's a tremendous amount of vehicles. It's ridiculous. Did I mention this game is free? And yeah, don't mind my terrible driving. Again, I'm just kind of getting used to the game, and you can see that there's actually different routes. I went in the longer one, apparently. Though, some of those that look like shortcuts tend to be a little bit more difficult because they're much narrower roads. And in this game, you 100% don't want to be hitting walls. That slows you down so very much. You want to do as clean a lap as you can. But yeah, it has a lot of vehicles, and again, it really depends on the server in which you are playing. How many laps is this? 3 laps. Alright, maybe we can come back. Oh, look at that, the AI actually crashed, and so did I, but hey, I got past one of them. Oh man, the music is kind of good. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I hope it's not copyrighted, otherwise this video is gonna give me some troubles. Oh, don't do it. Don't do it. Now, another really cool thing about this game is that, at least I imagine for the original cars in the roster, or the cars in the original roster of the game, there's a lot of customization, and that is why my Miura has a wing, it has some canards. I'll show you a little bit of the customization later. Now, am I doing terrible? Yes, I am, but look at that, the AI got stuck as well. Well, I couldn't go. The AI got stuck trying to go to the shortcut. And I crashed into the AI that had crashed for trying to go into the shortcuts because I was trying to go into the shortcut. Let's go. And I'm actually playing this with the keyboard. I tried playing this with a controller a long time ago, but I couldn't get used to it because the steering in this game is a little bit strange. This is absolutely 100% an arcade racing game, so don't expect some realistic physics or any... Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm fine. Don't expect realistic physics or anything. I guess you can drift around corners as well if you want, though I prefer not to. The cars, depending on the tires that you put, you can have a lot of grip, and I love doing that. I prefer much more slow down a tiny bit and take a corner. Well, now even the AI is driving in the opposite direction because everybody finished ahead of me. It's fine. It's fine. All right. So here are the results. I was dead last. It's okay, I still get some rewards. Reputation, which I don't know what it is for, but it's there, and some cash. Not a lot, but hey, every time you finish a race you get some random drop, and this can... Whoa, that's not bad. I mean, it's not a ton, but it's really not bad at all. Oh, look at that. Cool. And come on, tell me that my Miura doesn't look super dope with the wing. I'm telling you. And speaking of Miura and the wing, let me show you a little bit of the customization. Welcome to the safe house. And literally just press the button H or the key H and you're there. Let me repair my car because I think I messed it up a little bit. It's kind of cheap, so it's all right. Let's go for now into customization just to show you, give you a little glimpse of this whole thing. So basically you have a bunch of different things that you can customize. And for example, you can see that I put a wing on this thing, but I can change it for another one. So, oh, there's body kits. Oh yeah, wider. And this added this front section. All right, cool. But that's not all. You can separately adjust the spoilers. So, for example, I have this one applied, but you can change it for a different thing. Look at that thing. Oh, it looks horrible. Looks like a bad haircut. And there's a lot of options. You just gotta make sure to apply. Look at that ridiculous wing. Now, a lot of these are very similar. For example, these two are probably the same. We have this one in black, and we have it also in color, in case I wanted to have it in color. So some of these, you know, are duplicates with that little distinction, but still there's a ton of different wings, different sizes, different shapes. So this is, to me, paradise. I mean, that wing is horribly small for this car, but it's all right. This is paradise for DBT, because you know that I love putting wings on anything, and this game allows me to do just that, so that is perfect for me. But that's not all. For example, hoods and accessories. Well, this, like I said, I think that this is a car, one of the original roster cars. So, meaning when the game released, it was one of the original cars. But newer cars that got added afterwards in the, I don't know, the modification that whoever's maintaining the server did, some of those don't have all this fancy stuff with the body kits and all. Most, from what I've seen in those cases, you can just put a wing and add some stuff like changing the wheels or adding some window tints and the neons and all of that, right? Let's try another car and see if there's also as much customization or what's the deal with that. For that, I'm gonna go into change car, and these are the cars that I currently own. Now, the car that I started with when I started the game was with the Toyota Celica. Not super interested on it, but hey, here it is. But these are the cars that I've been able to buy over time as I've played this game. Like I said, I haven't played a ton, but just enough to get something like a fancy Gallardo with I put the wing, I changed the color, I put the neons, the you know, all of that stuff. For example, I have my Aventador. Oh, that's the SBJ. Of course, I have it in Choco Lambo color. I don't believe that you can actually, for example, customize this car. That's what I was saying. Even though this game is from 2010 or so, this is a car that came out in 2017 or somewhere over there. So this is a car that obviously was added in the server. Like I was saying, whoever maintains it added this stuff. But cars like this that are newer, they don't tend to have the same level of customization. So let's go to aftermarket shop. And I can probably change the wing. Oh, wait a second. It does have some body kits. Ooh, wide SVJ. I didn't even know it had that one. Okay. Oh, so this is a little bit wider. and this is even wider, the widerest. Let's see, spoilers. Yeah, in spoilers, I can change the wing. Now, why would I want to change the wing? Oh, you don't change it. Actually, for this car, it actually puts one on top. Let's go, double wing. Yeah, so obviously some of this stuff was added afterwards, so you can have some weird stuff like this happen. It's alright though. I still love the fact that they allow you to do things like this, dumb stuff like this. You see why I can have a lot of fun just looking at this, but anyway. I still wanted to show you the other cars that I have over here. I have my Miura Concept, which is not the one that I was driving. I was driving my regular Miura, but this is the Miura Concept. Also put a wing on it. And man, we got my Aventador a little bit roided out with a big wing and neons and all of that. And I also have my Essenza SCV12. I'm super proud of this one because you see this livery? I did that livery. The car came in just a plain color all around. So I did this livery. Obviously, it's similar to it, but it's not a perfect replica because the livery editor over here, it actually limits you to how many decals you can add. So I had to get creative in adding some stuff that kind of looks like the original one, but not quite. Like this is actually should be kind of like a fade and whatnot. But hey, it looks pretty close, so I was super happy of how this ended up. Looks dope. Got my Miura, which I already shown you. I have my McLaren Senna. Now you may notice that I actually put a different wing on the Senna because I could. Yes. Oh, my Mercedes-Benz CLK GTR, I put a ginormous wing so that it looks more like the non-Strassen version. I got a Veyron. Now this is my McVeyron. This I did on a stream where I was like, let's do a livery, and I got lazy and I'm like, let's just put some stamps on it, and I put the McDonald's and the LG one because why not? I got my Brabham BT62. Gotta love this little beast. What else do I have over here? And finally, my Diablo Super Veloce, of which I actually took the wing away because I think it looks kind of dope without the wing. So there you go. That's a little bit of the cars that I have. So how about I drive? I know that a lot of people love the SVJ, so how about I drive it? Now, I don't know how noticeable this is going to be in the video itself, but there's actually, what would you call it? Time in this game. Right now is what? Daytime, sort of? It's getting late. I'm not sure. But eventually you get to nighttime and all of that. This is for a Class D car, so let's not do that. I'm gonna go into whatever race to drive this thing a little bit. Open event. All right, perfect. So over here we have the options on the top right, in case you don't know what I'm talking about. On the top right, we have the option for multiplayer, private match. Yes, there are private matches. I haven't actually looked into this because I got nobody to play with unless someone that is watching wants to try with me. Huh? Invitation, maybe? I don't know. But I do single player for the sake of racing against the AI. By virtue of this game being old, that also means that it's not super demanding. And I decided to make a video on this. Like I said, currently Asphalt 8 is giving me some issues. You know that I love the game, but if it's misbehaving, well, it is what it is. And I thought, hey, in the meantime, let's do a video of something else. And very recently on a stream, someone asked me like, hey, I have a computer with Windows 7. It's sort of an old computer. What do you recommend? And I'm like, oh, what can I recommend? A lot of the games that I play are much newer. So I don't think that's a good... It was not only just the operating system, but also that the computer itself wasn't super powerful. So I thought, oh, you know what, this game, and I suggested Need for Speed World, and then I thought, hey, maybe I should play it. Now, don't mind me and my terrible driving. Again, I'm not amazing at this game by any means. I'm trying to relearn how to play the game. It's a lot of fun, but I'm telling you, at least when I try to... Oh, God. Break. Okay. When I tried to play with a controller, I couldn't get used to it. So instead I play with a keyboard, and somehow it feels, to me, better to play with a keyboard. All right, don't crash straight up into the virus. It's a bad idea. Well, let's pretend that didn't happen. Nope, this race never happened. Oh, do I get some 16,000? And what's my random reward? Some power-up. Oh, I haven't even talked about power-ups. So there are power-ups in this game. You can actually see them on the left side of the screen. Now, man, there's so much to talk about. But, okay, the UI right now, the user interface is a little different than what it's going to look for you if you just install the game for the first time. And that is because I installed a mod that makes the UI look the way that it does. The point is that there's power-ups, and one of them, for example, is Nitro. Yeah, Nitro is a single-use... Oh, God! It's a single-use type of things. I have a bunch of charges at the moment, but you run out of them, and it's not like you can build them back in the race. You own this many, and you can use them this many times. From what I understand, these were things that you would be able to unlock. Oh, Jesus. Oh god. Through gameplay, or maybe they were even monetized as a, hey, maybe, I mean, I don't know, I'm guessing, but it sounds to me like they could do like, hey, you wanna buy a... Ah! Did I really hit the same thing again? Maybe they were like, hey, wanna buy 10 bottles of nitro for what $1? I don't know, whatever, right? The point is, again, let's remember this game is free. It is free now, so you don't have to worry about monetization. But anyway, oh boy. Now, what other power-ups are there? There's a bunch, but I honestly don't know what they are. And let's not pay attention to me finishing in last place again. That definitely didn't happen. But again, even if you're finishing in last, you're still getting some money. And from the random rewards at the end, you can still get a bunch of extra money to buy cars. Because trust me, you need a bunch of money to buy cars. In fact, let me show you just a little glimpse of the cars. And for that, we're gonna go into the car dealer. So I'm just gonna show you the brands, so you have an idea. So we got Acura, Alfa Romeo, Apollo. Oh, Apollo, look at this beautiful thing. We got some Ariel, Adam, Aston Martins, Audi, PSC, Bentley, BMW, Brabham, Bugatti, Buick, Cadillac, Caterham, Chevrolet, Chrysler, Datsun, the Tomato, Dodge, Ferrari, Fiat, Ford, GMC, Hennessy, Honda, Hot Wheels, Hummer, Iconic, Infiniti, Jaguar, Jeep. I don't even know what Giotto is. Whoa. Man, this thing with a huge wing could look super dope. Never heard of this brand, but hey, now I know. We got Koenigsegg, Lamborghini, Lancia, Lexus, Lotus, Maserati, Maserati, Mazda, McLaren, Mercedes, Mini, Mitsubishi, Nakamura. Nakamura, which by the way, I believe it's from this series called Burnout series, isn't it? Nakamura? I mean, it looks kind of dope. We got Honda, Jose, NSF, Need for Speed, Nissan, Noble, Opel, Pagani, Panos, Peugeot, Plymouth, Pontiac, Porsche, Renault, Rimac, Roof, Saleen, Sard, Sion, Shelby, SSC, Subaru, Suzuki, Toyota, CVR, Ultima, Vauxhall, Vector, Venturi, Volkswagen, Volvo W Motors, and even Zembo. So there's a lot of brands. There is not only a Countach LPI over here, but more importantly, a Lamborghini Countach Spark Edition. Look at this thing. Now, you might be thinking, what the heck is that? This is the Countach from Need for Speed Unbound. Once you can modify the final version of the Countach looks like this. It looks super dope. I really like it. Unfortunately, I cannot buy this car over here. I don't know how to get it just yet. It says that it's exclusive, but hey. But anyway, let's do another event in single player with this Senna, because I want to know what this thing drives like. I've driven it a while ago, but hey. Yeah, it's a little bit loud at the start. All of the cars, when you're in that position of the race, it's super loud, and then they go a little quieter, so don't worry about it much. Oh god, the engine sounds in this game are weird. I imagine a bunch of these are, you know, engine sounds that the game originally had, but also from what I understand, the developers of this, the fan-made version or whatever, they can also add engine sound. So I don't know how this whole thing works. Again, I'm not super deep into the ins and outs of this entire project. But like I said, this is being maintained by different people in different servers, and each one of the servers, like I said, they have, not only do they have different cars, they even have different economies. Like in another server, maybe you get more credits per race, but the cars are much cheaper as well. I don't know, a bunch of different things. I decided to play this one simply because it has a bunch of Lambos that I like, although it doesn't have my Lamborghini Veneno. There's another server, I don't remember which one it was, but there's one server that does have the Diablo, but then it's lacking a bunch of other really cool Lambos, like the SCV-12, like the SVJ. So it's a little bit of a give and take. There's not one server that has everything that I like in Lambo terms, but it's still pretty cool. And this time I'm doing a little bit better. Look at that, I'm second place. Where am I going? You can see that there's oh Jesus Christ, a bunch of motion blur. You can also change the settings so that it looks less blurry and all of that stuff. When I haven't been using my power-ups, alright, let's do one nitro. It didn't trigger. When does it trigger? There it is. I don't understand when it triggers and when it doesn't. It's weird. Oh god! Alright, I was going too fast for my own good. Oh come on, I was gonna finish at least top 3. It's fine. Well, that was a quick race. This is gonna be extremely loud. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, at the start, it's super loud because I guess it's very close to the camera. I don't know. It's very loud, but afterwards you can hear that it's a little bit better. But alright, so yeah, overall, I think this game definitely has a lot to offer. Especially since it's a completely free version of the game nowadays. Oh, Jesus, should I have taken the shortcut? I don't know. Shortcuts are kind of tricky, man, I tell you. They do save you a bit of time, but at the same time, they're much more difficult to navigate. So there is that. Oh boy, break. All right. Yeah, so you can see that even the AI sometimes has trouble managing the streets and all of that. And I'm telling you, there's so many, so many races to do in this game. In fact, this mirror is getting a little bit darker because now I just noticed that my headlights are also on. So yeah, overall, if you are looking for a game to play on your computer and your computer isn't particularly powerful, maybe you give this a try. Again, it's free. It does require an internet connection, but you can also, I don't know yet how because I haven't looked into it. But there's some way that you can also play this offline in their Discord server for this particular, what is it called? Spark server, whatever. In their Discord, they give you files in order to play this offline as well, so you don't require an internet connection. I haven't even tried that myself, but there's also the possibility, so I just thought of mentioning it. And don't mind my terrible driving again. Remember, I'm very noob in this game, but it's so much fun. So long as you can put up with the strange physics and whatnot, but hey, that's pretty much any game. You just gotta put up with what the game has and have some fun with it. But hey, what complaint can we have if it's a free game? Well, that it doesn't have the veneno. That's definitely one of my complaints. In fact, that's something that I haven't mentioned, that this thing continues to be updated, by the way, like once a month or something. They make a post and it's like, oh, we added these new cars and this and that, some changes here and there, so that's kind of dope. So why don't you tell me in the comments if you think that I should play this game a little bit more, you know, like maybe once a week or so I give you a little update if I have bought a new car or something, because again, oh Jesus Christ, there's so much stuff that this game has to offer, even if I'm driving absolutely terrible. But you can see, look at the map, even the AI messed up over there in that shortcut. Yeah, I'm telling you, shortcuts are dangerous, man. Lots of fun to be had over here, free, not super demanding, so what's not to like? What is not to like? And the music is kind of cool too, and I think it's not copyrighted, so that makes it even better for me. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, you know what to do. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Again, let me know in the comments if you want to see some more of this game from time to time here on the channel, because I think this could definitely give us some content. But alright, that's gonna do it for today. Once again, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.